So last year was my first year of fully pursuing content creation. And honestly, it was way harder than I imagined. I hit a few walls pretty early on. One of the biggest ones was this question: do I need to show my face like every other YouTuber when they were starting out? You see, on one hand, showing your face feels like an instant connection between you and the viewer. And then on the other hand, it's also your face. Probably the most personal, sacred part of your body, out there in the open field of internet users. That thought never really sat right with me. By around November 2024, I started noticing a wave of AI slop channels blowing up. They were growing fast, pulling in tons of views, money, and everything else that comes with it. I thought really deeply about that, running alongside them, watching that glorious money rake in. There's just not the same spark when you're listening to a computer-generated voice from your sloppy prompts. Shortly after, I realized I actually despised the idea of running a channel that revolved around prompts instead of any personality. I kept delaying things, knocking back chances to start earlier and give my future self a head start. Luckily, before all that motivation completely faded, I found a goldmine of a channel. A lot of tech enthusiasts probably might know him. The faceless channel that tells stories through screen recordings and hands as expressions. That was the exact push I needed. It felt like a small nudge helping me to start and do a whole twist on the YouTube thing. Something most early viewers won't know is that I uploaded my first ever video on the same day I created the channel. Yes, I was actually very excited. It was about why Apple Watch bands are a scam. It was a comparison to the real thing and then the knockoff versions. I had a friend holding the camera on top of a pile of books, and then I deleted it a week later out of pure embarrassment. Like most channels, it didn't magically climb in views overnight, but I was stubborn enough to keep going because I had a mindset that it will all pay off. However, one morning I woke up to something pretty unforgettable. 100 whole views on my CMF Buds Pro 2 video. This was my second video ever, and I really thought that it would take 10 or more videos to gain 100 views overnight. Damn, that dopamine hit. I uploaded another video straight after, this time about the Bellroy tech kit, and then deleted it because I didn't hit 100 again. At the time, I barely had anything to work with, by the way. No gear and of course no setup. I filmed on a friend's iPhone SE and used a small black piece of cardboard as my background. It's actually kind of wild to think about it now. And funnily enough, I still use an iPhone SE, the same one I eventually bought from him. All of a sudden, I have half of a desk set up using a broken down IKEA cupboard as the background and a lot of other accessories. A few months later, I saved up $800 and gave it to my parents to contribute to a bigger fund for a MacBook. And yeah, MacBooks are very expensive. I want to make this clear. You do not need one to advance in anything. This was purely a lifetime dream of mine. Well, it's more of an ironic dream now. And I genuinely saw the MacBook as some sort of god-tier device. It was an M4 MacBook Air with 512GB of storage and 16GB of memory. Quite the beast for my editing back then, but now I'm having second thoughts. No, it still holds up, it's fine. Around that time, my channel slowly started picking up a crowd, and after what felt like forever, I hit the milestone, 500 subscribers. The next few videos were reviews of products I've collected over the years, and they kind of popped off, but not as much as the second MacBook video. Damn, that's some good numbers. Eventually, I took a break and switched to uploading once every 2 weeks to avoid burning out. This was because I was developing a terrible addiction to my laptop and using it about 12 or more hours a day, which is of course extremely unhealthy for someone growing. And now, after the break, I tried, as my friends call it, milking the MacBook for more views. It worked for a bit and then it stopped going semi-viral, which got me thinking to other products, like the CMF Buttons Pro Suit, doing a revisit to it. And that's where I kind of sit now, somewhere between product reviews and software or Mac videos. What's interesting is that once I got into the rhythm of creating, I stopped noticing how far I've actually come, both on YouTube and as a person developing in society. Last year, I learned thumbnail design, video editing, animation, talking to potential clients, and writing scripts. All of this. And I'm very proud because most people never think twice about when they watch a video. Most people will just want to find something that is worth eating their lunch watching a video. Oh my god, there's a spider there, what the hell? It's massive! It's the size of my hand! Man, Australia is different, oh my god. I genuinely think that pursuing something you love and sharing it with the world should be your goal. Not because it guarantees success, money, fame, or anything else, but because it makes you resilient, and resiliency is something that us as a community are losing. Well, specifically the younger generation. And finally, you learn how difficult 173%? It's official, I can't speak English. Who the hell unsubscribed? 4 gigabytes of swap usage. Oh, my computer is like very, very, very hot. And rewarding it is to make something that didn't exist before.